Then I started seeing it everywhere, and I just became the biggest Luka fan. It just hit me instantly. You ever get that feeling when something just hits you instantly? I'm like, this the best player.
Who do you think won the trade? As of right now, currently, as it stands today, you lace them up, you go out there and play tomorrow. It's Dallas. That's a made team.
Now you start to say to yourself, 25-year-old superstar, they get rid of him in the middle of the night without telling his representation, without telling him something else is going on. And what I love about the internet is you hear all the conspiracy theories. So let me address one conspiracy theory that I was a part of. He's out of shape.
Is Luka Doncic's future in the NBA about to take a dramatic turn? What did Shaquille O'Neal say that left him completely speechless?
Well, obviously, Dallas didn't want to move forward with one of the greatest young players that we've seen today. I wish the business of basketball could have been handled a little better. You would think a guy that 5 years in the league, 5 first-team All-NBAs would at least get the conversation like, hey, things are not going well. This could possibly happen.
With trade rumors swirling and tensions rising, Shaq just dropped a message that could change everything for Luka. Let's break it all down. The NBA trade deadline never fails to bring surprises, but the 2025 season may have just delivered the most shocking trade in recent history. Luka Doncic, the heart and soul of the Dallas Mavericks.
If this were Mark Cuban still owning a majority stake in the Dallas Mavericks,
that wouldn't happen.
There is no way that Luka Doncic would be out of Dallas. But because he's no longer the majority owner, and that belongs in the hands of the Adelson family, they weren't having it.
Was unexpectedly traded in a move that sent shockwaves throughout the basketball world. A player of Luka's caliber, a generational talent with unmatched vision and scoring ability, isn't just casually shipped away. So how did we get here? And what does this mean for the Mavericks, Luka's new team, and the NBA as a whole? The trade that rocked the league. One moment, Luka was leading the Mavericks, and the next, he was gone. The suddenness of the move caught everyone off guard. Players, analysts, and fans alike. Dallas had built their franchise around him, and in return, he delivered all NBA performances year after year. The trade felt less like a strategic move and more like a complete upheaval of what Dallas had been building for years. Speculation ran wild. Was there an internal rift? Had Luka lost faith in the organization? Or was this a case of new ownership taking the team in a bold, albeit risky, new direction? Whatever the reason, the reaction was swift and no one held back. The Mavericks' controversial decision. Shaquille O'Neal, never one to mince words, called out the Mavericks front office for the way they handled the trade. You don't blindside a superstar like Luka. This isn't just business. This is bad business, he remarked. The lack of transparency and communication between Luka and the organization raised serious concerns about how the franchise was being managed. However, Shaq also saw a silver lining. While losing a player like Luka should be a death sentence for any team, he believed Dallas could still remain competitive in the short term. With the addition of Anthony Davis and a solid supporting cast, the Mavericks might have positioned themselves as a legitimate force in the Western Conference. But can anyone truly replace Luka's impact?
Quite literally, the craziest trade in NBA history just went down. I still can't believe that it is true. I still cannot believe that this is the reality that we are living in right now, where the Dallas Mavericks have Luka goddamn Doncic, and they traded for Anthony Davis.
That remains to be seen. Overthinking the future? NBA analyst Jason Gallagher had a less optimistic take, outright mocking the Mavericks' decision-making process.
Nico, you've reached idiocracy. Do you know that term? It's where you think you've gotten so smart that you've actually kind of circled around and now you're actually, like, that's the word. It's not idiocy, it's idiocracy. It's you've overthought this one a little bit. You did not zag while everyone was zigging.
They thought they were playing chess while everyone else was playing checkers, but instead they just knocked all the pieces off the board, he quipped. Many agreed. The Mavericks, in trying to be innovative, may have made one of the most baffling decisions in recent history.
It's like the Mavs read Twitter and said, oh, people don't like Luka's conditioning and they don't like his defense. Throw that out there. There's a reason that we traded him. There's no possible good reason to trade Luka Doncic. He could weigh 350 pounds and still be the best player on the court.
Instead of zigging when others were zagging, they overcomplicated things and may have ultimately set themselves back years. The conspiracy theories begin. Whenever a high-profile trade like this happens, conspiracy theories aren't far behind. Kevin Garnett, always willing to dive deep into the nuances of the league, pointed out an interesting connection: brand affiliations. Luka is a Jordan brand athlete.
Well, this is Nike. All these guys are Nike guys.
Boom.
People don't know Nico is an ex-Nike guy.
Right.
Code. This is Code certified right here.
Right.
Nico is a Code guy. He might not even be a Nike guy. He a Code guy. So whatever Code was talking about, that's what Nico was on.
Right.
The Lakers know Code. The Lakers know Nico very well. You hear me?
Very well.
Very well. So I start just connecting all the dots. Luka, Jordan guy. Anthony Davis, Nike guy.
While Anthony Davis has long-standing ties with Nike, Mavericks GM Nico Harrison also has deep Nike connections. Could business interests have influenced the trade? While it might seem far-fetched, it's not unheard of for brand deals and player affiliations to play a role in major NBA decisions. What this means for Luka. For Luka, this trade isn't just a relocation. It's a career-altering moment. Leaving Dallas, the team that drafted him and built its future around him, means stepping into an entirely new situation with different expectations, teammates, and challenges. How he adapts to his new environment will define the next chapter of his career. On the flip side, the Mavericks are gambling with their identity.
I've never seen anything like this. And Luka is 25 years old, okay? He is under contract for several more years, and this summer he is already eligible for a Supermax. I find it completely unbelievable that he would not sign that contract. The Mavericks didn't think that going forward with Luka was best for their franchise. Think about that statement.
Trading away a 25-year-old superstar in the prime of his career is virtually unheard of. Instead of securing their future by offering Luka a Supermax extension, they opted for a reset.
This deal materialized in the shadows. This came out of nowhere. This is maybe the most stunning trade, definitely that I've been a part of in recent NBA history, as far as it was never clearly out there. And I'm told Luka Doncic, Anthony Davis, LeBron James, the players, coaches, a lot of people on both sides with the Mavericks and Lakers had no idea. I can assuredly tell you it's a fact. LeBron James had no idea this was coming.
Was this move about more than basketball? Were there deeper issues behind the scenes? The answers to these questions will unfold in the coming seasons. The bigger picture. This trade is more than just about Luka and the Mavericks. It's about the evolving nature of the NBA. Player movement is at an all-time high, and the dynamics between front offices and superstars are more unpredictable than ever. What once seemed unthinkable, trading away a franchise player with years left on his contract, is now a reality. Shaq's words hit hard, and Luka's reaction says it all. Will this be a turning point for him? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.